SPX options can be a powerful trading tool, but only if you know how to use them properly. Okay, so welcome once again to the Forex trading channel that you love best. All right, this is the Forex Geek channel where we break down a lot of trading ideas, indicators, strategies, and whatnot. All right, this particular video is going to be telling you about SPX Options Trading Strategy. All right, SPX options are European style, cash settled and high liquid with multiple expiration cycles, including daily, ODTs. Unlike SPY options, you don't receive shares. Okay, you are paid in cash based on the closing value. Now, because of this, they are popular among institutional traders and retail scalpers alike. Okay, but their speed and sensitivity to volatility require structure. Without it, you are exposed to unnecessary risk. So here's how to build a strategy around SPX. Okay, so now as you can see here on my chart, I am actually looking at the S&P 500 mini SPX options index. Okay, remember that an index is it kind of a collection of the components, right? Now gives you an index. Okay, so there are people that trade the S&P 500 index and all of that. Okay, but our focus here, we want to even give some theoretical understanding of the S&P, or rather the SPX options index. So if you have no idea about this index, then you want to pay attention to what I'm going to be talking about in this video. So now I said, if you want to build a strategy around SPX, you should start with the macro. Okay, look at SPX futures pre-market. You can check overnight moves and you can monitor the VIX, right? If VIX is rising and SPX is gapping down, lean bearish. All right, but if VIX is dropping while SPX holds a gap up, you consider a bullish thesis. Okay, so very quickly, let us just do a little search on VIX and SPX. So now, while we are still talking about starting with the macro, like I said, that if VIX is dropping, that is the VIX. If VIX is dropping, while the SPX holds a gap, you should be considering a bullish thesis, right? Then the next thing for you to consider is define expected move zones. You use implied volatility to get the expected range. Most platforms give this data, okay, or you can estimate using option premium, near the money. This gives you a high-low boundary to expect. Now, SPX is most reactive at 3 times. All right. The first is the market open, which is around 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, right? 9:30 a.m. ET. That period we have huge volatility. It's ideal for fast directional plays. And then it's also reactive during the midday compression, which is around 10:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Often consolidation. And then a power hour is between 2:30 to 4 p.m. where you have momentum returning and often picks direction. Then for intraday setups, you focus on liquidity zones, which are your previous day high and low. You focus on overnight levels, psychological round numbers. Those are liquidity zones. Okay, then you also focus on volume spikes. You look for big candles with size on the tape, right? Look for big candles. This often marks institutional involvement. Okay, once you identify bias and structure, you look for confirmation before entry. Now, a clean break of pre-market highs with rising volume could signal momentum, so avoid jumping in without structure. Risk control is non-negotiable with SPX. Okay, so you should actually use fixed stop losses or mental invalidation zones based on structure. Avoid revenge trades. SPX moves fast and punishes impatience, and do not let implied volatility to crush your premiums. Okay, use shorter durations if you were scalping and longer durations if you were anticipating a directional move. If price rejects at expected move highs and volatility is expanding, you may consider a short biased play, especially if VIX is confirming. All right. Now, you should also avoid certain mistakes in SPX options trading, okay, which include trading midday chop with full size because liquidity dries up, right? So, we should wait for clear setups, and then also avoid over trading ODTEs with no directional clarity. If the market is range bound, just stay patient, okay? And another mistake is ignoring macro context. Always know if there is FOMC, CPI, or earnings heavy sessions that could whip volatility. Such sessions could impact, the market movement at a given time. So you want to stay clear from, trading during such, news releases, right? Do not make the mistake of ignoring macro context. Remember, this strategy is not about chasing every move. It's about waiting for clean setups, clear structure, and executing without emotions. Okay, you need to learn how to master your emotions so that when you are trading, you trade based on the technicals and the fundamentals, right? And probably for those who also consider sentimental trading, considering the general market sentiment from investors and all of that, it's important that you just keep your emotions clear and you trade based on strategy. Okay, so this SPX options trading strategy gives you a framework that you can use daily. It starts with pre-market analysis and builds through clear price levels and ends with structure-based entries and exits. All right, so whether you trade SPX once a day or actively scalp the ODTEs, this system keeps you grounded. Now, if this gave you a clearer view on how to approach SPX options trading, click the like button and subscribe for more content like this every day. In the meantime, we focus on structure, we respect volatility, and we trade with intention. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Happy trading.